Who wants to play video games?
What the heck was that? Oh, okay. Anyway, hello and welcome to Behind the Projector. I am your host, Jack, and that was the lovely Haley. First, well, we're gonna start with intros. Haley, how are you doing tonight?
Here and there. Very excited.
It's good to hear. Sparkle, how are you doing tonight?
Doing well, thank you so much.
Billy, how are you doing?
I'm fine and hotter than hell.
Yes, you have no points from me on that one, sir. Sphinx, how are you doing?
I'm good. How about you?
Doing well. Just like Billy, it's the heat is horrible.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah,
And last but not least, shortness. Shortness, how are you doing today?
I'm doing quite well, thank you.
That is quite well as well. Um, where was I going with this? Oh yeah, because we could be talking about numerous things, movies, the Comic-Con news that's going on right this second, actually, as we record, but whatever. Um, but we're going to be talking about video games, specifically our favorite video games. Note, we are not mentioning Baldur's Gate and The Boy. That is a strict thing that I mentioned to Shortness, Sphinx, and Billy. I'm sure there are
Oh,
many references though.
All of a sudden, in the top left corner, you see a star disapproves.
oh, you mentioned the boy. You already failed.
I know.
Ah.
Yeah. 10 points from Jack. Anyway, I think the criteria for this is it's basically just whatever our favorite video games are. But if someone names something they were gonna pick, like let's just say I'm gonna throw out a random one. I like Frogger. That's my favorite video game, and someone else chose Frogger. Then they're just gonna wait, and then they'll say I don't know why I'm giving this example. We've done this before. Who wants to start off first? I give the floor to anyone who wants to start first. Or I can pick. I could be cruel.
I would prefer not to go first, as per usual.
Haley, you
Please.
go first. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No.
Um, okay, I'm gonna be cruel. Shortness, you want to say your favorite video game?
Okay, my favorite video game, uh, it's kind of a series. It is American McGee's Alice and Madness Returns.
Oh, love that.
Mm.
Can you give a description of what this video game is about for the people who don't know what I know what it's about, but go ahead.
So, American McGee's Alice, uh, it is essentially based on Alice in Wonderland. Alice Little becomes orphaned at the age of 7 after witnessing the death of her family in a house fire, which was supposedly started by her cat. And being traumatized from that kind of sent her down a long spiral, landing her in an asylum. And 10 years after that, she is working on her way of recovery, but she isn't quite there and essentially descends back to Wonderland and it's been overtaken and she needs to essentially destroy her trauma to get back to where she can be healthy. And by doing that, she needs to defeat a bunch of enemies within Wonderland.
And these are kind of like, from what I understand about the game, they're kind of like dark, disturbing
Oh,
versions.
yeah. Definitely dark, like early Victorian steampunk inspired games.
It sounds very much like this would be, this kind of sounds more like a Tim Burton Alice in Wonderland than the actual Tim Burton Alice in Wonderland, at least to me.
You are not wrong. It's very much has like I was gonna say Alice's design very much feels like Tim Burton-esque, especially because she does have the iconic black and white stripes within her costume.
Oh, is that something in the? Oh, you're saying Tim Burton related.
Yes, it's Tim Burton. I it's very much Tim Burton relate like stylized without being Tim Burton.
And could you describe some of the gameplay? Like, is it like a puzzle solving game? Is it like an action?
Oh, it is an action platform puzzle solver. It's all three. So you have battles within it, like Alice will be fighting like card guards or the Jabberwocky and even the Mad Hatter at one point, who is a boss battle. Um, you have platforming where you have to, jump from place to place. And then there's also like little puzzles where you have to find keys to unlock doors to get to where you need to go, or create a potion to become small, or find a cake to make you large. It's all very it's very straightforward, but at the same time, it's also very like explorative in a way of like, because it's Wonderland, you can't just not explore it.
Of course, you want to get into trouble, I imagine. No, I don't know where I was going with that. Has anyone here played this game before?
I
Fun
don't think
fact, this game was the first game I ever rage quit because of the platforming.
Oh,
Really?
oh no.
No, I know. I was gonna say was this the first game or the second game?
I I think it had to have been the first one with how long ago it was, but it
Yeah,
was
it
so
came out in
frustrating.
2000, so like that would make so much sense. And they even
Mm.
said that the platforming for it was not where they wanted it to be.
Yeah,
But
it was oh my gosh.
Like, is there a
but yeah,
favorite, aside from Alice, is there a favorite character that you have in this game that
the
appears?
Cheshire,
I was gonna,
his design is so iconic. It's like it's like it's like pirate, like skin, like he's skin and bones, but he's got like an earring in one side and his voice is very deep, but like he is essentially the only character who is basically on Alice's side throughout the entire thing. Everyone else can like flip flop or be like, "Oh yes, I'll help you," and then the next second be like, "Oh, well, maybe you should go talk to this person instead." But he is your guide throughout the entire thing, as he should be.
that's kind of the default in this whole story. The whole Alice in Wonderland lore is kind of the Cheshire Cat being a guide, kind of.
Hmm.
It's been
Yes.
I've read any of the. I think I've read. Actually, did I read? Oh no, that's just me going on a book tangent. Anyway, is there anything else you'd like to bring up for this one shortness?
Just that it's very much a strong deep dive into dealing with trauma and traumatic events and mental health. And honestly, I feel like the second game, Alice Madness Returns, should be a part of a lot of psychologists' studies into mental health in the real world,
Really? Is
just
that
because of how well done it is.
that actually sounds really cool, and I wonder if people. I'm sure people have, but maybe they've done papers on this at any point in time.
Oh yeah.
All right, so that's our first game. I'm gonna see who I can pick out first, next, whatever. Um, Billy, do you have a favorite game that doesn't have to deal? I'm not gonna make any more jokes. Billy, what is your game of choice, sir?
Well, it actually is a franchise, but my definitely favorite installation of said franchise would be the Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess game.
Now, as I kind of shorten do you want to give a little brief description of this game? I think we all know about Legend of Zelda, but for those who haven't played the game, let's go over.
Oh yeah.
Well, long story short, it centers around this is a very different take. Link is the protagonist named Link is about, I'd say maybe early 20s, young man, farmhand, all that. And then his world has literally changed around as this strange new otherworldly threat known as the Twilight enter his land, led by the antagonist of the story named Zant. He has to go on this long quest to get magical items to try and repel this darkness. And then not only that, collect useful artifacts and tools to help him navigate the various amazing dungeons. Like this game is phenomenally big, three-dimensional, and it challenges you in a way that you really have to think. It isn't just a smash and grab.
what struck me immediately as we're going over the plot is that because I know a little bit about Link, Zelda, and all that stuff. What I first noticed when your description, you didn't bring up Ganon, or he's not the main villain, at least. And I
Oh, well, Ganon is actually part of this, but he is a puppet master this time instead of being the frontal villain.
oh, so it's kind of like Mario can't seem to get rid of Bowser, you can't seem to really get rid of Ganon and Zelda, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much.
And you said it's a puzzle game, so I've one of my struggles with Zelda is that I suck at most puzzle games. Would you say that the puzzles are relatively easy in this, or does it kind of take a time to get used to in this type of game?
It depends on where you are, because one puzzle in particular always really baffled and stumped me. Just to I'm sure those who are listening have come across before if you've played the Twilight Princess game. It is the Temple of Time lock puzzle.
I'm sure whoever's listening will probably know that. Unfortunately, that goes right over my head, but it sounds intimidating already.
Oh, it's not intimidating. It's you have to think four dimension essentially. Four steps ahead and two steps behind.
No, thank you. No, I'm kidding. Would you say that's I'm not sure. Have you played any of the other Zelda games, Billy?
Yes, I have. I played a little bit of the Wind Waker. That was fun. My first one actually was A Link into the Past.
I've heard a lot about that one. Would you say it's a close second, or where does that rank?
Oh, absolutely. It holds a special place in my heart, definitely. But my ultimate favorite is Twilight Princess, not just for the dark atmosphere, but the all the other things you can do in the game aside from going along the quest. You can even go fishing.
I love the sound of that. That kind of
Oh,
sounds like Zelda Sims in a way. You just have little fun side quests. What I know this is Nintendo, obviously, but what system was this for? Do you know? Oh, obviously you know.
Um, yeah, what I had it on was the Wii. It was multi-platform at the time, I believe, but I had it on the Wii.
Gotcha. Vaguely remember this then, because I was thinking, where have this sounds vaguely familiar, and I think that it was around that general area when I had the Wii that I heard about this game. Has anyone else heard of it, played it, or has anyone played any Zelda games?
really think I should have, honestly, but I never did.
Yeah, they looked like they were a lot of fun. Like, I love the idea of fantasy video games. Just I could never even be
Oh,
the level of the first game. I didn't know what I was doing.
Hmm.
But yeah, did you ever is Zelda like your favorite of the Nintendo characters, Billy?
The game itself, yes, but I will say Twilight Princess. There's a fun little twist in the game where it reveals who the Twilight Princess truly is.
Should I guess or no? Should I leave it a surprise?
I don't think you'll get this one.
It's not Zelda.
Nope.
Okay, that's the only one I would have thrown out anyway. But
Nope.
yeah,
Not Zelda.
not Zelda. I have no idea their characters, but it does sound like fun. I know that Zelda's really popular, or the game Zelda's are really. It's so confusing. You always think that it should have been just called Link because Zelda doesn't really do. Is it true, Billy, that Zelda doesn't really do a whole lot in these games?
Uh, yeah.
It sounded like you were trying to find a way to prove me wrong. You're like, no, he's right on this one. I don't know. Anything else you want to add to this video game, Billy?
Um, no, I think that about covers it.
All right, so we have game number two. I'm gonna throw the ring in and go give it to Spark. Oh, yes, Spark.
Actually, Jack, before we continue, Billy, it's actually funny that you say Twilight Princess, because I actually found out an interesting fun fact about the Twilight Princess game specifically.
Oh,
What's that?
All right, well, so the game was released on the GameCube and Wii consoles simultaneously, but there was one thing in particular about the Wii game that was different from the GameCube game.
oh, what's that?
They had to change Link's hand.
Exactly.
What was wrong with the hand?
The game was flipped, mirrored, excuse me.
Oh,
Jack, I'm not sure
Because,
if you know, but Link canonically is left-handed, but the Wii is, well, most of the customer base is right-handed, and of course the Wii is a virtual reality remote.
right, right, right. I remember, yeah. So they had to switch it around, basically.
Yeah.
yes, most people are left handed. I meant
That
right handed. Dang it.
that's interesting. Like I imagine that's because Nintendo is a really stickler for all these type of details and all that, maybe. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, that checks out. Thank
Mm,
you for the little fun fact there, Sparkle. And
no
then
problem.
since you spoke, I'm gonna choose you next. Sparkle, go ahead. What is your favorite video game?
Oh boy. Okay. Well, my favorite game currently, I know I know everybody here isn't really Pokemon fans, but my game is Pokemon Violet specifically.
I wouldn't say I'm not a Pokemon fan. I was a big Pokemon fan in childhood, but which one is, can you describe which this game is about and why it's your favorite?
Well, okay, so oh jeez. All right. Um so basically like all the Pokemon games, you travel to a certain Pokemon region. And in this region specifically, we are in Paldea, and it is based around Spain, pretty much.
Okay, I like the sound of this.
Yes, and it's basically just like any Pokemon game. You travel around, you catch Pokemon, uh, you go on all these different types of quests and whatnot, and you battle many different trainers, and yeah. But unlike most Pokemon games, it's free roam. You can do whichever quests you want to do first.
Oh, so you can kind of choose your mission basically?
Yes, pretty much. So you can either do the Starfall Street first. That is where you face off the Team Rocket of Paldea, which is Team Star. You could do Victory Road, or you can do Path of Legends.
Now, is Team Rocket not in the game, or have they not been in? I've forgot where I left off on Pokemon. Is Team Rocket not really a thing anymore in the games, or is that just a specific game that it's a different team?
Uh, well, they're not in this game, and uh, they're still a thing. They're still a thing. It's just they don't appear in all the games.
Gotcha. Um, and this game, the one that you're talking about, was this after? Was it I think the last one I played was Pearl. Do you remember that one? It was like on the Nintendo DS. It's the one with, I think her name was Dawn, the blue-haired girl. I don't.
Surprisingly, I never played Pearl.
But th when did this one come out, Sparkle?
Uh, somewhere after Sword and Shield. I
Gotcha.
can't remember exactly, but yeah, somewhere there.
What is one of your favorite parts about this game? Like, is there certain mechanic? Is there a certain side quest, or just the overall story?
Oh, there's a lot of. I could go on and on about this, but there's like a lot of different things that I really like about it. Um, it being choose your adventure, which quest you want to go on first, and the fact that you have a very handy mode of transportation.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
what's the mode of transport?
I had the game right here in my hand, and believe it or not, you can actually meet the legendary Pokemons very quickly.
How does that work?
Well, it's you're I forget where. where in the story this happens, but you see a strange Pokemon washed up on a beach, and it is very, very weak. And you approach it, and you decided to feed it the sandwich that your mom prepared it for you for your first day of at the academy, and it you you basically have a bond with it now.
Okay, that actually sounds pretty cool. It's like How I Met Your, not How I Met Your Mother, How to Train a Dragon
Yeah,
kind
pretty much.
of scenario. I don't know why I went to How I Met Your Mother. I don't know. Same thing. It's Pokemon. Has anyone else here played a Pokemon, or did they grow up on Pokemon? I always say Pokemon. Did anyone else ever grow up on Pokemon?
Oh yeah.
I had a huge Pokemon phase I think when I was about 10. I didn't touch the game, but I was just very much obsessed with like I think the anime and everything else around it.
I really liked it on the Game Boy.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I
I
had.
never had the starters for like Pikachu and all of those ones, but I had like Mudkip. That was my always my starter.
I had Pokemon Yellow, like the one for the Game Boy, the one with Yellow Pikachu cartridge, and I had for the Game Boy Advance Leaf Green. I never had Fire Red. My go-to was, I think it was Blastoise. I, ha- I, I don't know. I have the memory of a goldfish, but I remember. Or what's the one? I was gonna make a Pokemon joke, but I forgot what comes before Gyarados. Whatever. But Sparkle, would you say out of all the have you played multiple Pokemon games?
uh, yes, actually, I my first ever Pokemon game was Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon on the DS, 3DS maybe. I don't know, somewhere there, some kind of DS. And then uh, I want to say the next game I got was, where is it? Here it is. Pokemon Legends Arceus. I never got to finishing that game because it's very difficult. And then I went on to Scarlet and Violet. Violet is my top one, of course. And then recently I picked up uh Pokemon Legend ZA, which is very, very fun.
Has it been hard to pick which one is your favorite? Oh, I'm not sure if I clocked in or not. Has it been hard to figure out which one has been your favorite?
Oh, definitely Violet for a number of reasons.
And is there any other reasons you want to bring up, or is there anything else in particular you want to say about this game? Or
Yes, the DLCs that were part of this game are very, very fun to me. I love the DLCs.
and I guess I'll ask one last question. If you had to pick, let's make it more easy. In
Hmm.
terms of this game specifically, who is your favorite Pokemon?
Oh, jeez.
I could be more cruel and say of all time, who's your favorite Pokemon, but I'm not going to be that mean.
Well, uh, in this game, my favorite has to be my starter, Sprigito, which I named Spring,
That's a,
and my all-time favorite has to be the Evolution, specifically Sylveon.
I know how popular those are. I may be a layman to Pokemon these days, but I know the Eevee ones.
Also, I will say Gardevoir is also a favorite of mine too. I also have a shiny Gardevoir on my team that I named Rarity. My very first shiny ever.
That that sounds like you gave them really cool names. I will say that. But is there anything else you'd like to add to this, Sparkle? I almost said shortness. Sorry, shortness.
Yeah, like I mentioned before, the DLCs are amazing. Teal Mask and the Indigo Disc. Indigo Disc is my favorite, of course, because we are invited to become an exchange student at an academy in Unova, which is another region in the Pokemon world. Uh, and you're not going to believe what it's called.
Wait, what's it called? You said?
You're not going to believe what the academy is called.
What's it called?
The Blueberry Academy.
Oh my God.
I'm serious.
For those
I'm
who
serious. It's literally called Blueberry Academy. I'm not making this up.
Why is it? This is like the Sparkle gods are like, we must find a game that resonates with Sparkle and Sparkle Blueberry in some way. Sparkle Beauregard. Sorry.
Yeah.
For those who don't,
And
Sparkle
go ahead. Sorry.
loves Violet Beauregard, the blueberry from Walker. So it's just irony.
Irony.
I think that's a good note to end this one on and to go on to Sphinx. Sphinx, favorite video game, please.
So I couldn't choose between two, but funnily enough, one's the first one and one's the second one. But my favorite video game is Dishonored. It's very niche.
Now, do you want to talk about what Dishonored's about?
So it's basically like an assassin game, but it's very steampunk-esque. But basically, you play as a royal bodyguard, and the Empress is assassinated in front of you. So you kind of have to go undercover and try to right the wrongs. And it's like very revengey, but you don't have to get revenge. There's a bunch of different branching storylines, honestly, which is kind of a theme in my favorite video games.
And how did you stumble upon, I'm stuttering a lot today. I'm sorry, guys. How did you stumble upon this game?
So a long time ago on Sci-Fi, there was a TV show called Face Off, and it was this like special effects show. And randomly, they had a Dishonored episode to like promo the game coming out. And
I
the
remember this.
yeah, and they were like, oh, make characters based off of the different like characters in the game. And I was like, this game actually looks kind of dope. So I ended up renting it at like a Blockbuster-esque type of store, and the rest is history. It's still one of my favorite games of all time.
Like, what system is this on? Like, or
It
what was
ori
it on?
Sorry. It originally came out on the PlayStation 3, but it's I think it's on Xbox too and definitely on PC.
And it's kind of like a, forgive me, it's kind of like an action adventure kind of game, or like you said, shoot.
Yeah,
Sorry.
kind of. I mean, it kind of really just depends on how you play it. You can do um ghost and just like nobody sees you, you don't take anybody out, or you can just like clear maps. But the way you play will affect how the characters react to things. So if you like take more people out and do like high profile assassin cases, the characters will be more jumpy and stuff. So your chaos meter goes higher. Or if you just like go ghost, people kind of just like don't really believe it's happening. So you can get away with a lot more and people won't like investigate if they see you. It's really interesting how they were able to do it.
It sounds, and I could be wrong on this, it sounds very similar to like the stealth mode you would do in like an Arkham game, when you had have Batman taking them down. Is that kind of similar or not particularly?
No, that really is a really good comparison where you have to sneak up and everything and like hide. Well, I guess you can't hide bodies in the Batman games, can you? No.
No, you can't.
So that's a difference where you can like hide bodies so nobody finds them and nobody gets suspicious of what's going on.
And was it difficult to pick this as your favorite game, or was it fairly easy, would you say?
Oh, it was definitely easy. I was having difficulties choosing between Dishonored 1 or Dishonored 2 because there is a sequel, and I love the sequel's mechanics more, but ultimately I love the storyline of the first Dishonored, which is why I ended up picking it.
Has anyone else here heard of just the Dishonored game? This is a, or have they played them before? Shortness, you said you heard about, was it this program that like this
Yeah. Oh, I heard of Dishonored through Face Off, like Sphinx. Face Off was flippin' amazing.
It
Just
was so good.
just to be clear, this has nothing to do with the movie Face Off, correct?
Correct. It
No.
was a special effects competition.
Just making sure. Just making sure. Does anyone miss the is Sci-Fi Channel still a thing? Is that still around? Do you know? Anyone?
It actually might.
I
I think it is.
Is it still called the Sweefy Channel, as people jokingly called it when it was first rebranded? Does anyone remember that? Where it was like they spelled sci-fi out, they rebrand. Never mind that. We're not talking about video games anymore. My bad. Um, anything else you want to add about Dishonored Sphinx?
um no, I think I'm good. It's really good. You should check it out.
Yeah, and you said it is on PC, Xbox, and PS3.
Yes, so the PlayStation system, the Xbox system, and PC for sure, for sure.
Gotcha. No, not on the Switch then.
No, it's I don't think it's on the Switch. I wish it
Damn.
was. That'd be sick.
That'd be nice. Then I could play it, and many of the games you guys bring up. Anyway, that leaves Haley. Haley, what game have you chosen for us today?
Oh Lord. Okay. Listen, I'm gonna try. I promise I will try to keep my entry as concise as possible. Because if you let me yap about Team Fortress 2 as much as I actually want, we will be here all night, and that is not an exaggeration.
I'll give you 60 seconds. No, I'm kidding. Go ahead.
Okay, so yeah, I've chosen Team Fortress 2 because this game, I'm not much of a gamer even at all, and like this is like the exact opposite of what I would be into, but this game has had like a massive, like insane chokehold on me for at least a year now, I think.
Now, do you want to explain what Team Fortress 2 is about?
Okay, so this is a multiplayer first-person shooter game that was released by Valve all the way back in 2007. It's a sequel to a Team Fortress classic, which is a game that spawned from a mod that was made for another game called Quake. So this is basically a sequel of a sequel of a sequel, I think. All right. So the actual story of it, oh boy. All right. Picture it. New Mexico, 1968. There's a little war going on in the middle of nowhere in the desert between these two companies, Reliable Excavation and Demolition, or RED, and Builders League United, or Blue, both of which are run by the same one mysterious administrator. And both teams have 9 playable classes, which each. All right, let me see what I've got. A loudmouth scout from Boston, a rocket jumping American soldier, a pyromaniac who, honestly, I think the less we know about them, the better. A beer swilling demo man from Scotland, a big tough Russian heavy weapons guy, an engineer from Texas with 11 PhDs, a crazy German medic who might not even actually be a doctor, a quiet lone wolf sniper from Australia, and a snooty yet quite romantic French spy.
I
Um,
want to stop you right there for a second. I love the energy you're putting into the description of this.
Dude,
Like,
my heart is beating out of my chest. I am very passionate about this game.
do you have a favorite character amongst these rogues?
I think, okay, playable definitely. I'm not going to make a lot of friends with this choice. It would have to be the spy because he's honestly I think he's actually kind of hilarious because like this is supposed to be a cold, suave, calculating, rather quiet character, and yet when you play him on the battlefield, he is just the loudest, most irreverent. I'm failing to find the words.
Son of a
Just
gun,
complete. I'm sorry.
like a son of a gun kind of guy.
Pretty
Loud.
much, yeah.
And what, forgive me if you said it already. What system is this on?
Okay, it was. This was back in the original when it first came out. I think it was only available on Xbox. You had to get like the orange box. I think that was what it was. But nowadays, it's free to play on if you download it on Steam.
Okay. So Steam is basically the online, you get played on PC, correct?
I think so. Yeah. Well, yeah. I should know this.
What in particular about the game do you really like?
Oh, let's see. I think what drew me to this game is probably, this is going to sound nuts, just how well written it is. The sense of humor is, there's a reason that this franchise spawned a lot of memes. In fact, I think when I first discovered this game at like the tender age of 13, you know how I found it? The memes.
Isn't that how most amazing things are found these days is through memes?
Oh, Lord, indeed. I'm sure I can't, there's no way I'm gonna name any sort of memes, but I'm sure you guys have seen at least one, maybe two. It always it's not, this game isn't even that popular, but it always manages to pop up. What else was I
Have you,
once?
so is this your favorite of this franchise? That this is your particular favorite game of the franchise?
I guess, because like the original Team Fortress Classic, it's very different from what this is. Like, even right down to the style. Like, I think the original ones just looked a little grainy and kind of realistic. Well, there kind of is a little bit of realism with the character design here. It's definitely a lot more cartoony and silly and a bit more wacky, I suppose. I still wouldn't recommend it to, I don't know if I'd recommend it to a child, but like, yeah.
So what you're saying is I cannot recommend this to my 5-year-old nephew.
I don't know if that would be such a good idea. I apologize.
No, no, don't apologize. I was kind
Come
of
on. Come
Come
on.
on. Haley,
Well,
have you heard of this game, or has anyone else here heard of the Team Fortress games?
I've heard of the Team Fortress game, yes. Of all the memes too, all the memes. I've also heard of, to answer your previous questions as well, because I didn't want to interrupt. I've also heard of Dishonored and Madness Returns, but I have not gotten to play either of them.
You could have fully interrupted, sir. Well, I mean, contributed, but I'm sorry about that, sir.
No, it's all good. But that's just my 2 cents.
Well, they are fine 2 penny cents right there. Oh, that's my joke of the day. Has anyone else played these games? Anyone else? Haley, is there anything else you want to add to Team Fortress?
I'm if you're looking into this game, beware because the lore is probably going to give you a headache.
Oh, there's lots of lore in this.
Especially the comics. Don't even get me started on there's a webcomic series that you can look up. It's very well done, but it's also Abraham Lincoln invented the stairs. Should I go on?
Yeah, I kind of do after that. Go on, go a little bit into. You can explain a little bit more. Yes,
Also something something New Zealand is a underwater city akin to Atlantis.
that checks out. Not surprising.
It's weird. It's really weird.
And the comics, are they like you said they're web comics, they're not like actual comic books, or are they
I
both?
think they should be, if you ask me. I don't know if they've ever been printed, but they'd be pretty cool to have a physical copy.
That it would support physical media. What, who said that? Um, I love what was it you said Abraham Lincoln invented the stairs?
I
I
believe he invented the staircase, yes.
oh my gosh. That's right on par when they revealed he was a vampire hunter.
Oh dear Lord. A
Oh
rocket
boy.
jumping vampire hunter.
So you would highly recommend these games, just not to younger people. Like,
I if you can handle a lot of chaos, because there's a lot you gotta look out for in this game. Like there's like, oh, I think there's okay. I have a confession
go
to
ahead.
make. As much as obsessed as I am with this game, I barely ever actually play it. I'll admit. It's just
Fake
like
fan. No, I'm kidding. Go ahead.
I've tried. It's just way too chaotic for me.
So is it kind of one of those games that you put on when you're just like to feel better or like to relieve stress or when
Oh, I don't know if I don't know if I'd recommend relieving stress. Maybe that might make that might stress you out even more. I mean, I don't know. You're trying to chill out after a rough day, and you get suddenly headshot by an unseen sniper, or a spy sneaks up on you and backstabs you.
oh my gosh. It's, that probably would be the better time to play it. So Haley, this is what you would say this is overall your favorite game, correct?
I think at the moment, yeah.
At the moment. So you have yet to find something that would top it.
there might come something completely out of the blue. We don't know. I I don't know how my brain works.
That's okay. No, none of us know how our brains work. Well,
Good point.
no,
Yeah.
that's a good point. Yeah. All right. Is there anything else you want to add to this game, Haley?
Mhm. I think that's just about. I think, yeah, I think I've covered all my bases. I think.
Well, that I want to also just say I love the passion you put into that discussion. Like it sounded like you were like a news anchor for a second.
Oh my God. Dude, from the moment you mentioned like the concept of this episode alone, I was just already raring to go.
I want to quickly because very unfortunately my game is almost next. But I want to quickly Kyle could not join us, and Kyle's a big video game fanatic, so I he gave me his three games that he chose. I'm just gonna list them off. Super Mario World 1990 for the Super Nintendo, Roller Tycoon 1999 for PC, and he chose the same one that I'm about to choose, which will be an interesting segue, I guess. Star Wars Battlefront 2004 for the PS2. It was very hard to pick a favorite video game. I went through Batman Arkham City, Godzilla Destroy All Monsters Melee, and for the GameCube, Super Smash Bros. Melee. But I ended up picking Star Wars Battlefront. I used to play it all the time at a friend's house where I would always lose, but I'd get the better of him by shooting all the tauntauns on Hoth because I was a cruel stormtrooper. And I just love the idea of you could playing as the being part of the rebellion, being part of the empire, clones, separatists, all that good stuff. And yeah, that is my favorite video game of all time. I don't really have a lot to say other than has anyone here played Star Wars Battlefront, specifically any of the versions of them?
I have.
What do you think of them, Billy?
I think it was Elite Squadron that I played. It was very fun. I usually made my playthroughs Empire. So,
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead.
oh no, I was just saying my playthroughs are mainly Empire when it came to the Battlefront arena.
I love the Empire and I love the clones. The clone stuff is a lot.
Hmm.
You can always shout for the Republic and stuff like that. I didn't play Battlefront 2 as much, but I know a lot of people kind of prefer that one apparently. But yeah, I don't really have a lot to add. I don't have a lot of insight other than I was very nostalgic for this game growing up. I eventually saved up enough money to get a PlayStation 2, bought Battlefront, and played that for a while. And then they have it for the Switch, both games. I think the only problem with it is that it's really wonky when you play it online multiplayer, which is fine because I play most of my video games at home alone. Anyway, but yeah, but as seriousness, Battlefronts, the original Battlefronts are my favorite games. Maybe next to Checkers Online. No, I'm kidding. Anyway, those are some really great games, guys. And I think this was a really fun topic that we came up with. Actually, as in someone came up. Who came up with this topic, by the way? Was it Billy? Billy, was it you? Do you remember who came up with this one?
I don't recall.
It was someone. And I'm gonna say thank you, someone who may or may not be here right now. Um, what our next topic is after this, I think our goal is to start recording for Halloween. Whether or not that gets released next or not, that'll be seen. I want to thank you all for joining me once again. And we only had one technical issue today, guys. For those who are not paying attention to our podcast, we have technical issues all the time. We only went through one today. That's a new record. So, Billy, thank you for joining me today.
Welcome, Jack.
Sphinx, thank you for joining.
Problem.
Shortness, thank you for showing up. It's wonderful to have you.
Thank you, Jack.
Sparkle, thanks for joining.
Of course.
Haley, thank you for joining.
Oh, thank you for having me.
And we'll see you in the next one. Have a good night, everyone.